It's now November, so it's time for our household net worth update for November 2022. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos here all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. I like to update our net worth monthly. I like to do it in a spreadsheet where everything automatically calculates for me. If you want to grab the template to use for yourself, you can for just a couple dollars. I'll put a link in the description box down below. To give you a basis, we are a family of 7, and for our 17 years of marriage, our average income has been $36,000 per year. We're now currently making a lot more than that, but that's been the average for the 17 years. Our checking account is at $7,360, so it's gone down a little bit. My husband gets paid at the end of the month, so he just barely got paid, and now the money in these accounts is what we will use to pay for everything for the month. And this includes our personal checking as well as my business checking account. Our savings account has gone down a little bit. This is just some sinking funds. So money is we put money in every month, but stuff comes out also every month. So it's gone down just a little bit. Our emergency fund has gone up just a tiny bit. We have not used anything out of our emergency fund for quite some time, and I'm not currently putting any more into it. This is it's in an online savings account, and it earns a little bit of interest every month. We're up to maybe 2.75%, I think. So the interest we earn, we just keep in that account. Our online savings has also gone down quite a bit. We are spending more for Christmas this year than we have in the past. We bought a season pass for something for our family, and so we just paid for that, as well as we just paid to volunteer with our entire family for a week in Ecuador, and we paid for that as well this month. So that's why our online savings has gone down. Our HSA has gone up just a tiny bit. This is an HSA from a previous employer, so we're not currently contributing anything to it. A small portion of it is invested. So that's why it went up. So total cash has gone down just a little bit. Moving on to our investments, our mutual funds have gone up a little bit. We do put a little bit. We put 150 last month into this, but the investments have been performing well, so we actually earned some money there. My husband's Roth IRA has gone up. This is not something we contribute to monthly. He contributes to his retirement out of his paycheck. So this is an old Roth IRA, not adding anything to it. The investments have just gone up. My Roth IRA also went up. We added $350 to this account last month, but with the investments, it increased more than that. Obviously, it's great to see the investments performing well right now. This 401k also went up. Now, this 401k is from a previous employer. He had 2 401ks. We combined them, rolled them together, and rather than rolling them into his current retirement plan does not have a lot of options. The one that he was in with his employment previously has better options, so we just left it in that fund. So we're not contributing anything to it, but it increased. This is another retirement account with his current employer. He contributes over $300 a month in this, and his employer will contribute 10% of his income. However, they only contribute 1% monthly. And then at the end of the school year, they contribute the rest of the 9%. So we add over $300 to this every month. His employer adds just a little bit. So it has gone up quite a bit. Our kids' 529 have gone up. We only add money at their birthdays and at Christmas, and we didn't have any of those this last month. So this is just the investments earning interest. Overall, our total investments went up by almost $5,000. We contributed a little bit into that, but most of that is just from the market. Moving on to our physical assets, our house is our largest asset, and it went way up in value. It's currently valued at $673,000, almost $674,000. So it went up a ton this past month. Now, I take that with a grain of salt. Houses usually appreciate 3 to 4%. And currently where we live, it's like 25%. And that's not going to sustain itself long term. So we can't expect that. So yes, this went up a ton, but I don't count on that every month. Then all 3 of our vehicles depreciated just a little bit, just normal wear and tear. So they all went down a little bit in value, which is to be expected for cars. I actually never included our cars in our net worth because we don't drive nice new cars. They're old. We drive them till they die. But then one month we bought a new car, and all of a sudden several $1,000s was out of our checking account. So I started accounting for them in our net worth. Overall, our physical assets went way up because our house increased so much in value, which also led our total assets overall to go up quite a bit. Now let's move on to our debt. Our mortgage went down a little bit because we made a payment. We have less debt on this credit card. This is our main credit card. We use it to pay for everything we can. We treat it like a debit card, pay it off every single month. Our second credit card had $455 on it. This credit card we don't usually use as much. This is just for house stuff, house repairs, house maintenance. It's a credit card through the hardware store, so we get a 5% discount at that store, and we use it a lot, especially when we are working on house updates. So overall, our total debt went down because we're paying off our mortgage. That leads to an overall net worth of over $805,000. It increased this month by over $32,000, which is huge. And like I said, most of that was because our house went up so much in value. I take that with a grain of salt, but also our investments did quite a bit. Once you hit the point where you start seeing that compound interest, it's really awesome to see that growth. If you want to see how I manage our monthly budget, check out videos right up there. I show you our budget at the beginning of the month, and then I show you the actual numbers, how much we actually spent on everything at the end of the month in a budget report. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.